Hello everybody, welcome back to Landedkiller Show. Today we'll be doing a quick review on Malta. Malta is available in the Santa containers as well as in the other usual methods. I believe it is hiding in the rare list in here. If I remember correctly, let's see here, is it hiding in the rare list? Yeah, so it's hiding in the rare Santa gift containers, which have a 2.5% chance in the normal gift, or 0.5. Let's go with Santa gifts, or it's a 0.1 chance. 0.5 in the big and 1% in the mega. Alright, so if we go to the usual methods of obtaining it, go tier 10 carrier. It's available for 268,000 coal. So I'm going to be checking this again on. Nope, it is not a doubloon offering at the moment. Okay. Oh, we'll just double check this. Nope. Do not see it in here as a premium shop offering right now. I suppose in the spirit of the holiday season, we can open up a big gift real quick. Yo, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you all. Pretty much, you know, I did a lot of openings already on the live stream the other night. World of Warships is just for Phone 125. So be sure to check that out if you want to see more of my openings of gifts. Alright, it's been quite a while since I've done one of these, so I'll do my best. They keep changing the system and all that, so. Alright, where to start? Well, we can go into economic bonuses. You get your permanent bonus per usual. Still annoyed about the whole camo switchy thing. As for ideal bonuses, well, most of us are going to be running green as that's the most plentiful for a lot of us, or the black. Commander skills, we got air supremacy, improved engines, aircraft armor, and most likely enhanced aircraft armor next, and then you would follow with proximity fuse, survivability expert. So this is going to be 14, 17, 17 minus 21, 4. And then you'd finish off with this, you know, your bomber flight control. You just want to try to hit the recommended ones here because they're usually pretty spot on. I wouldn't say your secondaries are top of the par, so I wouldn't mess around with this. Enhanced reactions, not really needed. Site civilization, I could see people having fun with this one. Enhanced armor piercing ammunition, not really. The site stabilization and the bomber flight control, definitely. I could see people going for. Alright, let's get into our armor layout here. So we have 21 millimeters up front here, we got 25 on the deck, we got 102 in the middle here, so we got an armored flight deck, we got 38 at the sides, 13 millimeters in the forecastle here, the little small parts. Then we have 21 here, 102 here for your middle section, 25 here, 21 back here, 40 at the bottom, 40 at the bottom, 40 at the bottom, 102 here, 21, 40, 25. And then if we take away our little layers of armor here to get down to our citadel area here, we got 102 deck. Oh, there's even an internal case made. Okay, let's take that out too. We're getting at the citadel, so we have 102 down here. 102, 102. Back with Warship 76, 76. 25. Bottom part 89. 25, 76, 102. 89 at the torpedo bulkhead. So you can see that the citadel is pretty much out of the water, so it's an easy target for people to hit. So if you aim, let's zoom out a little bit if it'll let me know. Kind of won't, but I'll try aiming right about here for a good citadel hit. That's if a Malta is really out of position. Most of the time they position decently well. Unless it's a noob that gets it out of a Christmas container. Alright, hit points 666. 600,000, 6,600. Torpedo damage reduction 34%. I'm trying to see if I did that. Nope, nothing I did really affected that here. Aircraft, we have Blackbird, Firebrand. We got 3 attack flights of these. Hit points 2,354. 140 knots, normal, 181 boosted, boost time 6 seconds. Tactibility range 10 kilometers. Preparation time 58 seconds. Rockets and payload 10. Maximum rocket damage 2,350. Armor penetration capacity 28%. Chance of causing a fire on target 10%. Torpedo bombers 139 to 175. Hit points 2,600. Maximum torpedo damage 5,933. Aerial torpedo speed 37 knots. Torpedo range 2.4 kilometers. For the most part. And then we have a range of 2.4 kilometers. Torpedo armor distance 493, but the mainstay is these bombers, which hit 2,494 hit points, speed 137, maximum speed 173 knots, engine boost time 22 seconds, aircraft preparation time 46 seconds, bombs and payload 4, maximum bomb damage 4,300. So we're just gonna get into the nitty gritty, and we're gonna go do a battle real quick. Alright, we're gonna take Malta out. Like I said, the strength is in the bombers pretty much. Everything else is pretty much spot on, for the most part. Alright, here we go for Malta. I'll try to simulate this in the best circumstances here. We're just gonna start by taking a position. We're gonna go right here and here into a better position. So here we go. Start with our rocket planes, and we're gonna see what kind of damage we do here. So a lot of your time's just gonna be spent trying to scout out targets, you know, with the Malta, with the fighters here. I mean, with the rocket planes here. Probably best for a cruiser or battleship with these. I don't think they're fast enough for a destroyer unless you really plan it out well in advance. You know, you really plan out that attack well. Do I really have difficulty with the squadrons with this ship as I did with Aquila? Not really. I think it's a little bit easier to mess around with these compared to Aquila. Aquila was a little bit harder. Or am I kidding? My squadrons will just get eaten up when I play tequila. I better circle back around and get into the Camp B to look for destroyers, though. That's what I'm going to try to do here for a sweep. Fun fact, I've been called names when I've been playing carriers lately. I don't know if that's on the rise again or what, but when you're out playing carriers, you know, you just gotta have a thick skin because people really hate the carriers. Yet I just think that people need to adapt to carriers the best that they can. You're not going to be able to mitigate all damage 100%. Don't go into battle expecting that to happen. I'm serious. But I try to time out your attacks ahead of time. That way you get a good hit on target. Sometimes you get lucky and we'll catch the other ship off by surprise, but probably going to lose our ships here because we got a lot of firepower inbound pretty much. So it takes a while for them to prep pretty much to go in for an attack. I will admit that I'm not an expert CV player, but I was asked to review Malta by one of my subscribers, so I'm doing the best that I can here. I'm sorry if my vocal cords and my voice sounds a little bit off today. I've been doing a bunch of video making for the most part, and I've been doing a lot of hours of working lately. That's all it is. So, yeah. We'll get to our bombs here in a minute because it seems like this team's going to wrap things up pretty fast. So we're just going to get our torps off on target, and then I'm going to switch to the dive bombers. So we get a good hit with those. See that these torpedo bombers really take a bit to hit on target. So we're just going to launch some here just for some cover there. We're going to try these, try the dive bombers again. What the? Basically, that usually means that somebody ran into the torpedoes. I think they should just disable that completely because it's not the fault of the carrier when the torpedoes get dropped and there's so many things going on in the battle. I think that people need to be attentive of where they're going when it's possible to do so. It's not going to be possible all the time because you got so many things coming at you these days. And I sympathize with a lot of people with randoms being like bad right now. Obviously we're getting caught in some flag bursts by Vermont. It's got some of the best AA in the game. So we'll just try that again with not hitting Vermont this time. Hit Vermont, you're really in for it because it's got def AA anyway. Let's see if I can find a better target to hit. You can see that I'm not really having the best of games right now with the Malta, just because I'm not really getting good hits at the moment with it. Okay. Again, you got this AA which is trying to eat up my planes, and I'm running out of targets to hit so late in the battle anyway. Let's see if we can get a good hit. Most of your damage is going to come from your bombers, basically. You time your torpedo bombers better, you're going to have a much better time as well. A lot of your battles, you know, you just gotta time out your attacks good enough. That's half the battle. Do I think the ship is terrible? No. I think it's good. I just think I'm having a bad game at the moment. That's all it is. You have these kind of things happen sometimes. Again, we're trying to avoid Malta because Malta will rip us to shreds. I'm just gonna try this again. I just want to try to show a better battle where I'm not getting low damage like that. You do what you can to just keep things, you know, going smoothly. I'm gonna see if I can do better this time around for you all. Alright, we're just gonna leave the carrier in a position it's in now because it's good enough. Again, starting out with fighters again because you want to spot those destroyers as soon as you can. Or destroyer in this case. Is it a gunboat one? Yep. Okay, I might have some luck in taking it down. Looks like I should focus my firepower on probably Kremlin or Kuru itself. Booster's gonna have really good AA, so it's really not a good target to hit. So we're just gonna hit what we can with the targets wise. I'm sure I'll get comments saying why does Plus and why does Racing get videos out faster than the other channels, and the answer to that is really simple. When you do a PC video, you have to go through several more stages than you do a mobile video for the most part. When you're doing editing for like a PC video, it takes more time to really just get the graphics to render because there's more going on a quote-unquote PC device compared to a mobile. I have no experience with trying to record videos with that Steam Deck thing, but if I do somehow get a hold of one, I'll have to try it and see what the recording quality is like, because I'd be interested in figuring that out. See, again, my planes are pretty much caught in the crossfire of a lot of ships because they're all still grouped together. At this point, because we've got a lot of ships already convening on Marceau, I'm going to turn my focus towards Republic here. So I think they'll take out Marceau rather easily. I am noticing the cruisers going up the middle, and I am noticing the Thunderer. But one of the biggest things you got to do is just pay attention to your mini-map when you're playing CV. Again, I'm not the biggest expert on the CVs, but I will pass on tips when I learn them. You know, that's kind of how I operate. Republic's becoming aware of my presence, so I'm just going to try to see if I can speed up. These targets kind of more reset in a sense, and kind of just angle more this way. Again, we got that AA rush again, so it's going to take out a lot of planes and such. And I've still got to get somewhat better at CV, but I'm trying to do what I can here to get better at it. That way my reviews on CVs get better in the process. But it's a lot about timing your attacks right. You can see that my torpedo bomber attack could have been timed a little bit better there. Same with your bombers, but you can see that I'm hitting consistently on target. I'm doing a little bit better than last game. It's all about choosing your targets wisely in CVs. That's half the battle in itself. Obviously, I'm not going to go after something like a Worcester because Worcester will just shred my planes. You can see that Republic's pretty much still got a good amount of health, and there's like no resistance heading this. There's like no resistance stopping them, so I'm gonna have to move probably. I'll just do that process now, so I end up in a decent spot in case he breaks through. Again, half the battle is choosing your targets wisely. Obviously, if I went to Worcester, I'd have my plane shredded. I don't know why the Worcester's not by the Republic, but whatever. Alright, I'll refocus my attention on the Kremlin. I don't think I'm going to be doing much to Worcester if I try. I guess we can try Worcester, but I'm pretty sure my planes are going to get shredded here. I keep trying to say the main strength is these little bombs here, you know, they hit really good most of the time. See how we just got that damage up there? When they hit, they do decent damage, and that's the strength of a Malta. It's in these bombers, pretty much. I'm getting them on the target. Obviously, you know, all the people that have more dedicated time and resources can sit there and show you a fancy-dancy review with 21-point captain. But they spent a lot of time, you know, training up the captain, and some of them just get it up there, you know? Yeah. I guess what I'm trying to say is, you know, it takes time to get videos out. And what I'm really trying to look for is this kind of feedback. Do you guys think that me putting out random World of Warships Blitz gameplays on the channels, would that help kind of fill in the gap in between, or would you rather me do more shorts? You know, that's the kind of questions I'm trying to think about, you know, for this channel, because I want it to do good. Right now, we're not doing so good on the views, so I'm trying to think, how do we get that up, you know? That's just where I'm at. I don't think that it's necessarily YouTube trying to sit there and stunt the channel, but I think that it's probably just my delivery, perhaps, of how I do things, perhaps. I'll be trying to get better at that, to be honest, but that will take time. But yes, that is Malta. What would I rate it out of 10? I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Nothing really disappointing besides maybe the fighter, you know, like your attack aircraft going out pretty quick, but it is a pretty solid ship, and I would definitely pick her up if it goes on sale again for doubloons or whatever. It is available for coal, so keep that in mind when you're rolling Santa containers, as it can get quite expensive. The reason why I didn't put out a Santa container guide this year is because there's probably already 5 or 6 people which have already done that. And I'm trying to create more unique content in a way. So if you want a Santa's gift guide, I'm more than happy to do one. I'll talk about them, but I'm probably not going to be getting too many more gifts. Anyway, take care, everyone, and I hope that you all have a happy holidays or Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whichever you celebrate. Thank you so much for watching the Landedkiller show this year. I appreciate all the support.